How far would you go to help your school's athletes succeed? What do you think really matters for a student athlete? Athletics or academics? Well, the people at UNC have made their decision. They created sham courses which only had the goal of inflating the athletes' GPAs and making it so they could spend more time on the field rather than hitting the books. They successfully implemented their deception to help out the athletes who were struggling academically. Rather than see this as fraud, they were merely seeing it as helping their players remain eligible. They chose to sacrifice the primary purpose of a school, which should be academic and intellectual growth, in order to increase their chances of winning football games. For a bit of background, let's look at what it takes to be eligible to be a college athlete. First, they must meet certain conditions set for them by either the NCAA, the NAIA, and the JUCO. UNC follows NCAA regulations and thus must adhere to the restrictions they place on college athletes. To become recruited by an NCAA school, you must first have an NCAA certificate. Now, that'll cost you a little bit of money right at the beginning, but that's not the big thing. The big thing is maintaining the requirements to keep that certificate. You need to pass at least 16 core courses in high school and maintain a 2.3 out of a 4.0 GPA scale, get a minimum of a 75 on the ACT, and a minimum of 900 on the SAT. The NCAA doesn't follow these rulings exactly, though. They work on a little bit of a sliding scale thing, where you can still be eligible if you have a lower GPA, as long as you exceed the requirements for the SAT or the ACT. With such strict requirements, though, to maintain their eligibility, you can see how the faculty would try to alleviate as much stress from their players as possible by giving them freebie classes that would boost their GPAs. In their eyes, they were only helping out their troubled students, and who can blame them for trying to make their students' academic lives a little easier? Alright, on to the next person.